Okay, welcome back to the channel. This video was not really one that I had planned on doing. By now, I had planned on having this bike on the road, but I made a big mistake and I destroyed, you can see this rotor, stator, I destroyed it. The rotor rubbed up against it because I forgot to put a spacer that goes, once the stator's on, like, well, I'm just going to stick it on like that. There needs to be a spacer that goes here to keep the rotor from contacting this and to not contact that. I forgot that spacer. Now, for whatever reason, this bike did not come with a spacer. I don't know why. It didn't have the stock rotor and stator on there. Now the OEM one, I believe there's a spacer built into the rotor that keeps it away from the stator. For whatever reason, this one, the one that I took out, didn't have it, and it wasn't making contact. Anyway, you can see it completely wore down the insulation on this rotor, which basically made it junk. It's going to short out. It's not going to work. So I ordered a new rotor and stator because even though you can see it in the inside where it rubbed, and on the outside, because it wasn't aligned right, the primary chain rubbed against it. That's the noise that I heard. I thought the noise that I heard was actually coming from the lower end, but it was actually, well, it was coming from the lower end. Actually, it's coming from the primary chain, which was rubbing against this, and the stator, the rotor rubbing against the stator. So now this one, normally I think it's either 90 thousandths or 3/32. This one here I got from the shop. This is 86 thousandths, so this should work. But again, I won't know until I get the new rotor in, the new stator in. You mount it in, and then you measure to the back to see how much clearance. I think you're supposed to have like 10 or 12 thousandths clearance, just an air gap. You don't want to have it out too far because the primary chain won't align. And the further out the rotor is from the stator, the less effective the charging is going to be. So again, I didn't have that problem with the 76. The 76 came with a spacer. I put the exact same manufacturer of rotor and stator on there. I got a new one, but there was the same one that I put. So, and it's been working fine. So I'm waiting for that video to come in. In the meantime, the Andrews J grind cam is installed. So I'm going to show you a video on that, on setting that up, setting the timing marks on it, along with the breather gear, and buttoning that side of the motor up. As soon as the rotor gets in here, which is probably going to be tomorrow or the next day, I'll do a video on setting that up and showing the spacing that you need to set that up correctly. So again, here's the Andrews cam that went in, and you can see the timing marks that are set up on it. So I finally got the Andrews J grind cam in, and I think I've kind of figured out this crane cam. If you didn't watch the 1 minute video, this was in that short 1 minute or 2 minute video that I did, but if you look at the Andrews cam, we find the timing marks. So this bottom timing mark here is what's going to line up with the pinion, and then that timing mark there is going to be for the breather gear. If you take where this red dot is, now normally this should line up with the O up here, which is original, because that's where the key is right there. It's indexed right there. So I couldn't figure out why they had marked it on the opposite O. So it turns out if you line these two up, let me line them up right there. Now originally I had this crane cam lined up on the indexed O, which is how it should be. I don't know why it's the opposite, but if you put this part down, which is where the pinion gear would be, and you look at, did I lose a mark? You look this mark here where the pinion gear would be, you can see the lobes. I don't want to drop these, but you can see the lobes are pretty much right in line to where they should be. So it looks like this red dot is where the timing mark is. Now I'm going to have to, it looks like it's right over the O too, so I'm not going to put this crane cam back in. I'm going to put the new Andrews J grind in. So let's get moving. We'll start putting this in right now. Okay, now I've already measured the end play on this cam with the washer and the lock washer. On the crane cam, it came out to be 10 thousandths of an inch. This is coming out to be 12 thousandths. So that's still within the tolerance of 10 to 15 thousandths that the manual says. So I'm not going to add another shim in here to make it the 10 thousandths. I'm just going to leave it at the 12 thousandths. So for the time being here, what I got to do is I got to put some assembly lube on this stuff. So we'll get that kind of worked in. You put some in where the cam goes in there. Get a little bit more on here. Put that in there. Get some on this gear. I'm going to put more on the gear anyway while we do this. So we put some on here. Of course, we're going to put some on the lobes too, because there is nothing on this cam right now. We put some on here, and I'll put some on the lobes. We'll get that done. Probably putting more on than I should, but anyway, we'll get this all done so I can get this in, because I like to get this bike running again. Now that crane cam worked fairly well. The bike actually ran awesome on that crane cam, but evidently I had the timing mark backwards. I'm not sure why it was like that. Let me see, we got this lock washer has to go in. So I've got it indexed. You can see, I don't know if you can see the mark, it's right there, the timing mark. So there's two timing marks on this Andrews cam. If I can see it now, if I can find them. All right, so there's one right here, and there's one right there. So this one is going to go for the pinion. This one's going to go for the breather. So if we put this in here like that, where is it? All right, so that, whoops, let me take this off a minute. So that lines up right here with that gear there. Now I've already done the spacing. I'm not going to do the spacing on the breather gear because that was already done previously, and that's fine. So we're going to leave that like it is, and when I do the breather gear. So here's the breather gear right here, and you can see there's a timing mark right there, which lines up with this timing mark. That's one thing that the crane cam didn't have. It didn't have a timing mark for the breather. So you had to kind of do it by eye, and that actually can be off as much as a tooth too. So if we take this, where is it? What did I do with it? I lost it. There it is right there. All right, so there's a timing mark there on the cam. There's a timing mark on the breather gear, timing mark on the cam here, and the timing mark on the pinion. So we should be good to go with that setup. Okay, we got the lifter blocks in. I had to bleed these because a couple of them fell out. So I had to bleed them to take the pressure off them. So now we can put this cover back on like that. Where the right screws go. I think this one goes over there. So if you could see in here, that's with this timing cup. Now this is the gold timing cup they're talking about for the Dynatech. It's actually, there's no paint on it anymore. I put this in my rust remover because there was some rust around the edge. And I wanted to make sure I got the rust off. I don't know if I can get this in here to light so you can see. Maybe like that. Okay, so this slot right there fits into here. That in there. try that. There we go. There. Oop. Get that in there. All right, so that should be, oops, not right, wrong one. Try this. There. So that should be good. So we can now put this in here. If I can get this back in here now, it's kind of a pain to get this thing in here. I don't think I have a screwdriver yet. So then we can time this later on. Now this should line up with the vertical timing mark on the flywheel. Hopefully, hopefully they're like stock flywheel. This could be a Jim's flywheel along with a Jim's crank pin. I know the connecting rods are Jim's. If you saw the 1 minute video, you saw that was actually on the video. Tomorrow, because I got stuff I got to do out in the yard today. I just had a delivery from FedEx on some stuff, so I got to go out to the yard and get some stuff in the yard done. I will pick this up in the next segment of this video.